Welcome again to the HSFF audio blog. Today I'm going to talk about Stephen King Firestarter. This is a 1980 published book, and I read the German paperback edition, and I finished it almost 2 weeks ago, but I was very busy due to private reasons. So I'm just going to do a small audio blog today to just get it off the radar. So 1980 King, this is one of his early works, right along with, let's see what's written here, Shining, Cujo, Night Shift, Christine, and other short story collections, different seasons. Yeah, and honestly, Christine, Cujo, these are the ones I also still have to read maybe one day. Well, Firestarter, it's about a kid with psychic abilities. And this small girl, she's very, very powerful because she can enlight a fire just with the power of her mind. And this is obviously something that evil and sinister government agencies are interested in. The story starts with Andy McGee and his girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, Vicky, meeting up at university. They are going to participate in a test by the psychology department, and they get injected some substance, and while many of the participants they die afterwards, or somehow their life is ruined. And while that's also the case for these two, it certainly starts their own psychic capabilities to massively expand. So it's said that Vicky, she can move objects with the power of the mind. And Andy McGee, he is able to influence people like a telepath, a manipulator, which is a very cool trope. A trope that I guess in 60s and 70s was also popular in the science fiction genre. So I remember, I think it was the second Foundation novel by Asimov, which had this mule character influencing people and bringing down the empire. So, however, these two, they have a child later on, and this is Charlie McGee, the Firestarter, the kid who's able to enlight fires with the power of her mind. And she's a very small, helpless girl. And honestly, the book is more or less structured into two parts. We have the story in which Andy and his daughter Charlie are chased by the sinister government agency and its most evil agent, John Rainbird, who is some Native American scrupulous agent. He is not afraid to kill people, certainly, and his biggest wish is to kill Charlie. He has some weird fascination of death. And then the other part is inside the company's the government's compound, and how Andy and Charlie managed to turn it all around. These two parts, they are complemented by those backward chapters that go into Andy's past, his student days, and how he meets up with Vicky, his wife, and the experiment and its impact. All right, what did I think about the novel? I found it was honestly not too special, a kind of mediocre early Stephen King. It was, yeah, quite cool, but nowhere near as iconic as Carrie or The Shining. As I said, I haven't read Cujo or Christine, which were also published for the first time, yeah, around that time, early 1980s. But so far, it was good enough to finish it. I never thought that I would not finish this book. I always continued. But yeah, it's certainly not a Stephen King book I would read again. Yeah, but good enough. As I said, mediocre early King. I found genius King in The Shining or in the first two short story collections, Night Shift and Different Seasons, for sure. There we have early King's real genius shining through. Here, this one, he's a prolific writer. He writes and writes and writes. He never stops. Even King, when he's bad, he's still very, very good. So, yeah, as I said, certainly something to find here to enjoy. Well, give it a try and see for yourself. So what's next? In paper, I continue the Jack Reacher series with the fourth novel, which is The Visitor or Running Blind. So far, I'm about 150 pages in. This is very different than the other Reacher books so far. Reacher helps investigate together with the FBI some serial killer. So far, it's good. Reacher, Lee Child, he always writes good novels, is what my impression is, because this is the sixth one I read of him. So far, promising. And the audiobook at the moment is The Wasteland by Stephen King, Dark Tower, Novel 3. Highly enjoying it. Highly enjoying the series again. I'm a big Stephen King fan, obviously, and this is his series, the magnum opus, his masterpiece. I'm really enjoying it. Well, Audible alerted me that there's a new Haruki Murakami novel out, German translation, audiobook read by brilliant narrator David Nathan. Yeah, it's on the list. First I have to finish The Dark Tower, and there's 5 more books coming, so maybe more at the end of the year. Yeah, that's it. I'm busy, I'm doing fine, and I hope so are you. If you made it to the end, thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day. Feel free to leave a comment, that would be amazing. And bye-bye.